can I actually jump in the wagon? I'm not gonna name which
Please jump in my wagon. Please jump in my wagon.
I'm gonna jump on your wagon.
But I didn't know anything about Birkin bags.
How funny. You hang out with her and your bestie, your brother from another mother, were with two people you just mentioned.
Right, let's do this.
Hello, you gorgeous people. Welcome to Let's Do This, the Arthur and Donal podcast. We are here on Thursday afternoon, 12 p.m. and ready to go. I am currently in London City and Donal's skin is in beautiful, sunny, hot. Did I describe that well?
I feel like we're having a long distance relationship at this point. I haven't seen you in weeks, and
I know.
I can say, you know that whole saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder? I can say it's
Never heard that in
categorically
my life.
untrue.
I think, do you know what? I think you are doing this on purpose because I think you don't want me to be with you anymore because I'm annoying you too much. And with all the busy things you have going on, people actually, I just posted a story and people message me saying, oh, guys, why are you not together? We haven't seen you together for a long time. I was like, we are actually busy. But also, I think
Very
it's Donald's skin
busy.
doesn't want to see me. Like, I'm having a
What?
meeting
No.
with your people on Wednesday and you don't even want to see me. You're not even there.
I
I
was
rest my
on
case.
I was on Miriam O'Callaghan, or who else? I was on
Oh, I
Miriam
love
O'Callaghan
Miriam.
on the
I saw.
weekend, and she was like, "What is he really like?" And I was like, "It's like living with the human foghorn. It's when you're with him, your ears are ringing continuously." But no, I have missed you. We have not been in studio for a very long time, and look, we have missed each other. Sorry,
We have.
can we just stop for a second? There's lots to catch up on. I
Yeah.
have loads of news for you, but I don't know if I missed it or it went in one ear and out the other, but did you tell me you were going to be at the BAFTAs?
Dun dun dun! Can you believe it?
Yeah,
Can
what?
you
So what award were you up for?
I was over for the best hair, and I won.
You won.
And the award goes to the best television hair, Arthur Grunion. I won. Thank
Oh
you.
my God.
to the
Okay,
nation.
so you
Thank you.
weren't nominated, but you were
No,
in
I wasn't nominated.
attendance. Talk to me. How did that even come about?
Well, as you know, there's a few little things happening here and there. Everything will be, revealed in a due course. So I was invited, and it was absolutely incredible. I was actually my red carpet date was Juliet from Housewives of London. She is absolutely fabulous. So it was our first BAFTA together. So she popped her cherry, and I popped my cherry. We had such a good time. And then obviously I
Sorry.
was joined by my wifey, TV wifey, Otim Busse. I sat next to Mylene Klaas, and I met actually a couple of people that I haven't seen for a long time. So basically, I was invited, and believe me or not, after living all this time in UK, I never was invited to BAFTA, and I never went to BAFTA because as a dancer, when I was dancing, you don't really go to the BAFTA. There's not really performances much. But when you're doing National Television Awards or Brits Awards or lots of other award ceremonies, dancers always entertain. But BAFTAs, it wasn't never on my radar. But the funny thing is, I don't know if many people know, my husband, my dear husband, won a BAFTA back in the day with Tess Daly and for SMTV. And he wasn't even there. He chose to go on holiday with his ex-boyfriend to Australia. Yeah, the
Ooh.
man wasn't even there. I guess he knew he was nominated, but he probably thought they're not going to win. And bim, they won the BAFTA. So my mission is now to get the BAFTA back because his ex-agent has the BAFTA. It was the logo BAFTA, I think he said to me. And I think I said to him, I don't know if we can, because obviously if you want BAFTA, surely you can get it back. I'm sure you have to pay or something. So that's my mission. But I have to say, it was so amazing to see everybody. It's a long show. It's longer than what you think it is. So it's kind of like you're just sitting there award after award after award. I think it's like a 4-hour, 3-hour show, but then they cut to 2 hour for television. But it's so rewarding. So many big, talented people walking on the red carpet. And I was actually in my element, but sometimes it's actually so funny because you're walking on the red carpet and some people want to talk to you. Some people couldn't care about you. Some people don't want to take your picture. You're like, okay, hi, my name is Arthur.
Is it not awkward? Like, is that because I'm going to be straight up with you? Like, any of those like the only and very few amounts of times that I've been in that situation where you're walking a carpet and doing that.
Yeah.
Firstly, the book awards, and I've done that a good few times.
Yeah.
But secondly, back when we were in our band days and we were at the Meteor Music Awards, and it was like our first outing as a band. But it was terrifying because that's the whole thing, is that like people want to take your picture, and then you don't. Then you have the people who just like couldn't give a shite who you are. So did you? So did you have a bit of that?
Well, no, because we were a little bit early. But some people obviously didn't know who I was. But I have to say, Rosie,
Obviously.
who was the PR, she was incredible. It's like Juliet go there, Arthur go there. We did it, and also we walked on the main red carpet where everybody
Wow.
was taking the picture. So I was privileged to walk the red big carpet, and my picture was taken. It's on Getty Images. You can see it.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, so it didn't land in any press, but it's on Getty Images.
You are a little bit worse. But you know what the funny thing is? The funny thing is I remember this is gonna sound such a big headed. When I was in Ireland years ago and everybody was taking Brian's pictures left, right, center, and I was no
Yeah.
one. And years later, now when you go places with Brian, I'm like, Arthur. I was like, my God, it's such a weird world, showbiz, because 1 minute nobody cares about you, and then you do one show and then everybody wanted your picture. It's such a weird feeling, but I couldn't care. I was so happy to be. I was there with Rosie, the PR, and Juliet, obviously, and we were just having the best time. We're filming, we're having fun, because you know what? We're there, we might as well enjoy. Who cares if they take your picture or not? As long as you're there, having the momentum. And then we went to VIP, there was a cocktails, drinks, and everything. I saw Josie, we were talking, Josie Gibbons, I was like, Gibbons. Yeah, it's Josie Gibbons. You
Or
were
is it?
with Josie.
Yeah, Josie, who presents this morning from
This
time to
morning,
time.
yeah, I
Yes.
said to her, I said, Josie, I always say to my husband, I always say, oh, Brian, if Josie stayed in Big Brother, Ultimate Big Brother, you would have never won the show. He's like, oh, no, stop it. I was like, yeah, true, actually,
Was
because
she
remember,
in? Was she in Ultimate Big Brother when he
yeah,
was in
because
it?
she won the civilian Big Brother, and then straight after the Ultimate was going, so everybody went in. Josie stayed in, but then she left. She
Oh,
left.
and so what? She got voted out.
No. She left. She just don't want to be in it. So because she
Oh,
left, I said to Brian, I always said like, oh, Josie left, so you would have never won. Josie
okay. I
was
didn't. I
left.
didn't even realize that. Wow. Can I just say the only reason I was looking at the BAFTAs, they gave Mary Berry. They gave Mary Berry this like fabulous award, and she's like
Yes.
95 at this point. Like, what age is Mary Berry? Let me Google.
Oh my,
What age is she?
but she's like, and she looked amazing. When
Is
I said
she?
that woman was like a little doll on the red carpet, she was a beautiful. I mean, she's beautiful. I was like, oh my God. Do you know what? When
She's
I grow up, I
91.
want to have a.
She's 91.
She's not 91.
91. That woman is 91. She's incredible. So I was on this morning and I was making pavlova, and then randomly Mary Berry was on, but she was just being interviewed. She wasn't giving a cooking demo, and they thought it would be a good idea to bring Mary Berry over and try the pavlova I was making. And I was
Were
like,
you shaking? Were
oh
you
my God. Well, she was at the
shitting
peak.
yourself? Sorry for
She
my.
was peak Great British Bake Off at that
Yeah.
point. And I was like, oh my God, what's she going to say? And actually, I've experienced both her and Prue Leith, and Mary Berry's nicer. Mary Berry's just,
Really?
yeah, she's like, she's on your side. Yeah.
To me,
Prue was a little more serious, whereas Mary was kind of like up for the crack.
but she has this beautiful angelic face, like soft
Yeah.
face Mary. Like she's like when I was staring at her, sometimes you look at people like they were walking, passing the red carpet, you were in the balcony watching, and I was like, my God, she's like a little doll. She's so glamorous, she's so gentle. But that's why also I said to the guys, I said the definition of age is just a number. Because did she not kicked out a little bit? I mean, she always been baker and cooker, right? But did she not kicked out later on in life, became famous?
Yeah.
Am I right
Well,
to
the
say that?
amazing thing was like, and no disrespect to Mary, but she was kind of like, she would have been like doing what I'd be doing, like appearances on This Morning here and there. And she'd be, and
Okay.
she used to do all demonstrations on how to use agas and stuff. And then all of a sudden, she, like probably towards the end where she wasn't really getting the gigs anymore, they brought her back
The
for
booker.
Great British Bake Off. And it literally changed the course of her career. Her legacy is now this incredible, but yeah, she was a legend anyway. And the Bake Off just kind of cemented that.
Peaked.
But yeah, no, she has. And look, that award was fabulous. And nice to see those sorts of stories. David Attenborough was 100 this week
100.
or last
How
week. And then Mary Berry. But it's scary because we're coming to that point where like we're getting
And then
older.
Arthur Gurulyan sitting in the audience.
And Arthur Gurulyan turning 50. So, I mean, yeah, all of those things. We've gotten at least 10 minutes into this podcast, and you
I
haven't
know.
mentioned a single thing about me and what's going on my face.
We always no. What's going on your face? You shaved my daughter last week. I took this picture. I nearly got sick. What the hell is that? What the hell is that?
It's just
No. No. What? No. You need to shave.
It's
You
a
have
kind of-
two hair on your face. You can't have hairy face.
I'm
This-
trying to go for you. Show me yours. It's kind of this. It's very similar. It's kind of.
Yeah. You wish in your dreams. No,
I-
Donna skin. I swear to God, you better shave that. Is this your Italian new look? You haven't tried to
So
mustache?
I'm
It's not-
going for designer stubble. It's back.
no, never heard of it, and I hope that's never going to be a trend because that's definitely not working. Definitely not working. It
No, I
looks. Do you know
actually
what? It looks dirty.
it does look a bit dirty. I haven't. So I'm cleanly shaven every single day, and I forgot to shave this morning, and this is what I've been left with. But I was thinking maybe this isn't.
No, no. Let's
No,
move on. No,
no.
shave everything. I'm going to shame you. No, but let's talk
No.
about your beautiful show. Wait a minute. You need to actually tell the listeners now. You've done the show in Italy. Now you're
Yeah.
shooting another show. I am so confused with all these cooking shows.
Arthur, it has literally been nonstop. So the last time we
I
spoke, I had
know.
just come home from Italy. So we'd filmed the first part of the Italian TV show, which is coming out on RT later this year.
Yeah.
And
So
I
what are you
went
doing
from.
now?
So when I went from Italy, now let me tell you, it's been a mad couple of weeks. So
Come
from Italy, came home straight into all the stuff, the catch up after being away for a week, and then I had a huge event. I was recording Dunster's Reels on the Friday, and then on the Saturday, I was hosting Queen of
I
food
saw that.
styling. Donna Hay. I don't know. You probably wouldn't come across her in your world, but in my world,
No.
she is basically a legend. She's basically the Australia's answer to Martha Stewart, and she is like anyone who has ever had a cookbook or is a food photographer or a food stylist. They might not
Mm.
even admit to it, but they have been influenced. She's kind of like the Miranda
Really?
Priestley of food styling, and so like if you have a cookbook, you've no doubt been influenced somewhere along the line by something Donna Hay has done. She's written over 30 cookbooks. She has a new one. So she has a new cookbook, and I met her
30
on.
cookbooks.
Yeah,
Three
yeah,
zero.
yeah. I'm nearly halfway there.
Yeah, dream on. There's more to go with you.
There's more. There's a few more to go. But yeah,
Oh,
so she has over 30 cookbooks. She has a
oh
TV
my
show on Disney Plus. She has a new book called Sun, Sea, Salt, and Lemons, or something along those lines. It's a beautiful book, and it's
God.
we were basically celebrating it, and I got to host her at Howth Castle, and we've been gagging to do one of these like fabulous events. And I grew up in Howth, as you well know. I don't mention it too often, but
No.
when I do, it's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
And in
Yeah.
this case, Howth Castle, we've been chatting about doing these sorts of events for a long time. I didn't have the right person to do it with, and then Donna, who I had met on Saturday Kitchen on BBC One when I was hosting, I was like, Donna's our one, and she had a new book out, and I was like, the perfect timing. And honestly, by the end of the night, where we had like about 65 people at it, an intimate evening with Donna Hay, we sat down, we talked about her life. She hosted Oprah when she came to Sydney, and like hosted 300 people. She was telling an incredible story of that when Oprah was giving a speech, her job was to make sure that the fireworks went off at the right time on the Sydney Bridge, you know, the bridge that
Yeah.
is in
Yeah. Yeah.
front of the
Yeah.
Opera House.
Yeah.
And so she was telling us this incredible story about like when Oprah was doing the speech, and she was on call to a guy who basically had to hold back the traffic, and so she was just hoping that everything, and eventually all went well. But this lady is she means business, and she arrives in Christian Louboutin
Oh,
shoes.
my kind of girl.
Now listen to this, because this is your stuff all over. Because everyone kept going to me, have you seen the bag? And I was like, what the what? What's wrong with the bag?
Birkin.
It was a Birkin bag.
Birkin.
But I didn't know anything about Birkin
How
bags.
funny. How funny. You hang out with her and your bestie, your brother from another mother, work with two people you just mentioned. Jane Birkin, I work with her, and Christine Louboutin.
So can you
So she's ready.
describe, because this was only
Okay.
brought
So
to light. No, hang on. This is only brought to light that you actually have to audition to get a Birkin bag. Did you know
well, I
this?
don't know audition, but it's very hard to get. You
You
know
have
how
to
the
like
Birkin
be
bags.
invited. You have to be invited to get a Birkin. And anyway, this bag arrived at Howth Castle with Donna Hay, and like all the women were like, "Oh my god, is that a Birkin
Did
bag?"
the bag
And I was
had a
like,
security?
this
I bet
means
the bag
nothing
had a
to me.
security.
Oh,
Oh,
Donna travels with security. She had Bryce and Isabella, and they were like looking after Donna. And so yeah, it was like we brought royalty to the castle. And
she
so
looked royalty to me when I was
yeah,
actually watching your story. I stalked her a little bit because I don't know who she was, but she
yeah,
looked very demure, very classy, beautiful.
very
The way she
cute.
was sitting, the way I didn't really
Mm,
listen. You didn't post anything her talking, but I saw some pictures when she was sitting there like glam, and then she was doing pictures with you standing. She is my kind of girl. I like it.
yeah.
I mean, I don't even want to ask the age. We don't ask the age for the ladies, but 30 books. She's been around. Like the woman's been
How
around.
dare you? How
We
dare
no,
you
we
bring
don't.
up this when speaking of the queen of Australian food styling? How
We,
dare you?
no, but
Donna
we
is
don't.
Donna is regal and
Are you
carries a
based
Jane
in now when
Birkin
we go to
bag
Australia for our tour? Is she's invited to come see Big Night Out with Arthur and Donal?
in the Sydney Opera House.
Dream big. Actually, Born to Pick with you.
Never
Why
say
we not
never.
doing?
Never say never. Never say never.
Why are we not doing the show in Hot Castle if the Hot Castle trying to do events?
We're looking for classy events, Arthur.
You are a little bit word, I swear to God. Anyway, you're busy. Let's move on
So
because
sorry.
we're lots
So
to
that
talk
was
about it.
Saturday. That was Saturday, and then today. So I've been up. So hilariously, like because we're doing an Italian cookery show, we did the majority of like the Italian bits up in Florence and Pisa, but now we have to record the actual bits in Ireland, and so it's a cooking show in my faux kitchen, my faux Tuscan kitchen, which actually is in this amazing house up in Ballybockle in County Meath, and we basically found this like what looks like it should be set in Tuscan Hills, this kitchen that looks really beautifully Italian. And so we're going to cook for the next 2 weeks there. And I have gone full Wes Anderson. You know, I did my Annie Atkins course.
I saw that.
So this morning, I spent the morning with my aunt, and we were basically, for each episode, we're going to have flat lays of like my typewriter, my notebook, my fountain pen, all these little elements that kind of speak to what the episode is about. And I am obsessed with it. I'm absolutely loving it. It's just like I found my creative juices again.
No. You know why you're obsessed? But because it's something new and you have to do something new. If it was another same thing, you'd be bored. But because I saw you posted this morning or this afternoon, you posted you were with Auntie Erica?
Auntie Erica, yeah.
Auntie Erica. So you guys, what was she doing there though?
So basically, no, I hear your point of needing something new, but no, this year for me is all about
Here we
using.
go.
No. This year is all about like speaking to the brand, speaking to what I do and do it really well. So like we're making the TV show, but we're making it even like heightened, even bigger, even better. So yeah, so what I was doing with my Auntie Erica was she's really good at like the artistic aspects. So like we were pulling together the props, we were making sure we had little notepads. I was drawing some like lemons and things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, ultimately what you see on screen will hopefully be even more exciting and more interesting because we're adding it. So that's what the next 2 weeks for me is going to look like.
But
so
do you know what? I'm very proud of it because you always have to revamp your show. You can't keep doing the same. So it's actually keeping everybody's on their toes. What Donald Squeen is will do next. I'm proud of you. I can't wait to see it. When am I feeling into all this? I look Italian. I could have easily be like, ragazzi, come stai? Sì.
Actually, yeah, I see the Italian aspect. You could definitely pass.
Mille. Look.
Yeah,
Shame on you.
Unfortunately, we unfortunately don't have the time for that. On the
Here's what's happening in the world right now. Have you heard from... I'm obsessed with this. When I moved here, I didn't know there's a website which is absolutely huge. It's bigger than any news outlet. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
RIP.ie.
Oh, RIP.ie, yes.
Have you heard what's happened lately? The message goes viral. So forget Tinder, forget all the dating apps. Apparently, I didn't realize that RIP.ie is a very famous website here in Ireland. Everybody's obsessed. They're going, obviously, I didn't know that you can, whoever actually passed away, go to, they can actually put their names in it. It's like everywhere, right? Everybody.
Yeah, so there's a whole page of condolences. So
That's right.
If someone dies, you can message in and you can leave a condolence for the family, and it's a lovely. A lot of Irish people are obsessed with these pages. They will read through, make sure that someone's commented or left a message. But what are you talking about? What's wrong with it?
But I'm talking about one of the messages that gone viral. Listen to this. Somebody wrote, obviously, finding someone. Somebody wrote, "My deepest sympathy to you on your mother's death. R.I.P. You were my girlfriend years ago when you were in Felice Academy School in Roscommon Town." I was sorry. I should.
Oh my God! Okay, no. You're not allowed to do it. You can't even read a bleeding message. No, I'll read it. So here we go.
I'm laughing because it's on a dead page. He's actually asking this woman. Okay, you can read it. No, let me carry on. I love this.
Jesus Christ, put us out of our misery. Read it. Read it from the top with confidence and just do it.
I can't do it, but I'm just laughing. I can't believe he wrote this. Okay, take 75. Let's go. The message. Okay,
So what does it
my
say, Arthur?
the message says, "My deepest sympathy to you on your mother's death." Oh my God, I'm going to hell. Death, R.I.P.
Does it
You were my
say, "Oh
girlfriend.
my god, I'm going to hell"?
No, I'm saying I'm
I
going to hell
literally
because I'm
just said
laughing. I'm
literally
because
just
I've got
said,
this
read it straight through, and you've added your own bits. Now, this is your last chance before I have to read it myself.
I'm getting giddy now. I'm actually getting giddy. Okay, let me read it again. Guys, I'm serious. Okay, I'm going to be professional.
I'm so sorry if you're listening to this. Okay,
The
here's
message.
Arthur on his seventh take of reading us this message that is on RIP.ie.
Okay,
And away you
ready, go.
go.
The message. My deepest sympathy to you on your mother's death. R.I.P. You were my girlfriend years ago when you were in Phyllis Academy School in Roscommon Town. I was dating you in character. We met in Kitty O'Shea's nightclub in Roscommon Town. I often thought of you after to see how you got on no mobile phones that time. I think it could have been a late 80s or early 90s. I think we were too young to settle down, but
But I'd like to get in contact with you again, and here's my number. Oh my god. I don't know. I mean, RIP.E are probably missing a massive trick. This could be Tinder, or this could be Tinder for like for a particular age group.
do you know what I'm laughing? Because it's like the not the nervous laugh. I can't believe it's a grief, and the man actually writing asking her out. That's actually I thought we seen
Where
it
did
all,
you
but
get this story?
it's
Where
everywhere. It's gone viral. It's gone viral. It's
Oh my
everywhere.
god. But hang on,
It's
so has okay, fine. This message has been left clearly quite inappropriate. Someone's
yes.
grieving their mother's death, and
But
then
what?
they're trying to like hook up with
But
the
what if
daughter.
it's gonna work? What if they go reunited and they fall in love back again? And then because he said they were young and maybe it wasn't the right time to settle down, so maybe they're gonna get together.
But maybe this is the point: is that like RIP.ie is actually missing out.
They're gonna start charging €5 a month for dating app now. Like if people are gonna reconnect, it's like
Yeah,
basically Facebook. But if you lose someone, you can actually find someone. This is crazy. I mean, like we thought we've seen everything,
I
but
know.
now this is gone everywhere. D.
Nicola Coughlan actually mentioned a story about this when she used to work at Specsavers, and she was mentioning that like rather than ringing potential widows about their partner who might have passed away, she would check the names on RIP.ie before she'd ring them to
So
make sure they hadn't passed away. But I will say that like Irish people are very strange at funerals. I had an experience probably like 5 or 6 years ago. We were in the middle of a very emotional funeral, and someone asked for a selfie with me. And I think it was when my
God.
granny died, and like we were in the middle of like grieving my granny, and then whoever it was who was at the funeral was like, "You wouldn't mind just doing a quick selfie with myself?"
Can I actually jump in the wagon? I'm not gonna name which
Please jump in
funeral I
my
was.
wagon. Please jump in my wagon.
I'm gonna jump on your wagon. I got that too. Two
Really?
funeral. I'm not gonna name names, but and then some people were with me. They're like, I can't believe they asked you. The casket was in the car. The casket is there
And
in the
they
car
wanted a selfie
in
with you.
front of it. They're like, can we have a selfie?
I mean, do you know what? I commend people who have the balls to do it. I mean, do you know what? Like, you might as well be taking a selfie with a dead body. That's the kind of
Oh
level
my
you're
god!
at.
Stop!
If you're
Stop!
trying to, firstly, if you're trying to pick up people on RIP.ie, and secondly, if you're getting selfies at the
But I
funerals.
wonder if this is the first time this happened, or this happened before, and maybe he's got the guts to write it. Maybe you've seen some messages.
Maybe he's onto something. Maybe there's a whole other sort of subgenre of RIP.ie that actually finds like your old flames, and yeah, I don't know.
That
Yeah,
But
telling you.
honestly, I think it's only in Ireland you have RIP.ie, like everybody knows about it, and you can
I
find
know.
whoever passed away. You can find there. I didn't realize that. No matter who you are, it's always there.
Yeah, it's do you
Yeah,
know what? Like, and I think there was something recently where it was sold, or they sold
yeah.
RIP.ie.
Is it not Irish Independent or someone bought it?
I don't know. I don't know. Well,
Someone.
yeah. Either way, it's clearly
Well,
not going away. It's 100% an
but
Irish
you know what?
institution.
Our mission. We need to find out what's next. What's happened next?
Yes, yes.
Oh my
I
God.
feel like
Now
that's
I
the
think the
follow-up
nation's going
story.
to be actually engrossed to see what's happening next. But then what if she's still married, but then maybe she's single? So we need to find out what's happened next. I'm more intrigued to know what's happened next. Did she reply? Because the message is still there. Nobody.
Like, I mean, it's just I'm looking it up here because I didn't know what you were talking about. In a brazen and cheeky attempt, yeah. So like, is there any? Is there? Yeah.
I'm
Oh God.
sorry. No,
Sorry,
listen, that's
I'm just gone over and evoke.ie has contacted the man in question for comment.
of
I love that. Like, thank God, someone is checking in on this and someone is making sure. In the meantime, while we await Evoke's response, we'll have to find out.
well, do you know what? I'm gonna read Evoke and to find out what's happening next because I literally need to know.
So our next topic is about nicely segued there by Arthur, proving that we're clearly, obviously sounding drunk. Is that Ryanair's Michael O'Leary has proposed a ban on drinks before morning flights. So Ryanair's chief executive Michael O'Leary has urged a ban on serving alcohol in airport bars before morning flights in an effort to tackle drunk and aggressive passengers. Now, do you know what? Okay, I'm gonna be a little
Yeah, I want to hear
controversial
your
here.
opinion because I know
Oh,
exactly what I'm gonna say and I'm gonna stick to my opinion.
Okay, well, I like a drink, but
Oh, we know that.
not in the morning. Like
Oh,
if you
come on.
got up
If
early. Can
you
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 use
could
that?
have a little Negroni. Would you not have in the morning, just like when you wake up?
So what was that? You, what? I never drink Negronis like that.
You drink a little bit. You don't drink like that.
No. Anyway, I have a thing because, like, those early, and because it's Ryanair, of course, they have you up at like, you're getting the 6:20 flight, so which means that you're getting up at 3:30 in the morning to
Yeah.
get ready for the flight. So my thing is that, like, I can't even fathom, like, my stomach just goes, what the hell are we doing up at this time? So the
Yeah.
idea of putting a pint down my gullet at that time of the morning just would, like, completely be foreign to me. I'd have maybe a little coffee, maybe go to Butler's for a little coffee or Cloud Picker for a little coffee.
Coffees is
But,
good. It give you energy, it give you something. To be
no, I
honest with
mean,
you, I agree with him. I agree with him because also,
okay.
especially being married to someone who worked with a Ryanair, he
I
told
thought
me
you were
when
going to see
people
being married to an alcoholic.
oh, leave him alone. No, being married to my husband who worked for Ryanair, and the story he told me when people get, sorry for my language, shit faced, as you guys say.
Oh
And
God.
that is horrible, especially for air stewardesses, air stewards who actually work on a plane. They have to deal with that. So I think early mornings to be drunk like that, it's not respectful to anybody. As you said, you have to wake up so early for a 6 o'clock flight. You don't want to have people who are shit faced already, stinking alcohol, and they're out of order. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you wouldn't do that. And I think he's absolutely right. But he said actually Ryanair, which flies mainly across Europe, was having a divert almost one aircraft a day because of a boozy behavior by passengers. He pointed
Wow.
out there should be no alcohol served at the airports outside pub licensing hours. I agree with that. He said while maintaining there should be a limit of 2 drinks per person across other times. I
See,
think that's
the
perfect.
problem is, how are they ever going to enforce that? Because it's going to be like, in true Irish way, like, when there's last calls for drinks orders, Irish people go up and order 12. So,
That's
like, there's
actually
no
true.
way they'll ever
That's
be able to,
act.
like, limit.
That's
But I
actually
am
true.
actually, now that you say that, like, I'm kind of surprised because Ireland's so strict. Like, even when we're doing like food shoots, sometimes I'll have to go and get alcohol for whatever we're shooting, and
Yeah.
you can't buy it until, is it 11 o'clock or something
Yeah.
like that in
Yeah.
the day?
Yeah.
So the
11.
fact that they're serving it at that time anyway is a bit strange. Like, I don't know
I
why the
remember
airport has that.
you told me, as surprise, surprise, I never do this. You're like, oh, can you get a bottle? We were doing something. Can you get a bottle? I said, thank you. I went like 7:30, 8 o'clock to buy
Yes,
alcohol. And I mean,
yes.
and the guy was like, no, you see, I don't buy alcohol as often as you know. So it's like, no, we can't serve you alcohol. I was like, why? It's just there. He said, no, we're not able to serve you until 11 a.m. So it's
So
true.
look, I
So
think he might have a point in the fact that, like, if you're not able to buy alcohol in normal situations at 11 o'clock, then you should definitely not be down in pints at 7 o'clock in the morning. But I will say there is something about, like, even when I was going to Florence, like, once you've kind of got through the gate, you've done the security, you've done the passport, you've got the bags in. Like, I kind of get why people feel like they want to do it, because it's like, oh, we're on holidays now and it starts literally now. So I do, I think they're going to find it hard to take it away. But then again, like, once it's taken away, people will just get
but then I
used to it.
don't think it's going to change anything because when you're actually traveling at the airport and if somebody want to sell alcohol early morning, Michael O'Reilly is not going to stop the airport people, alcohol people licensing. Do you know what I mean? If people
Sorry,
drinking early a pint,
sorry, Michael O'Reilly.
what's his name? Michael
Michael
O'Leary.
O'Leary.
Michael O'Leary.
Michael O'Reilly.
Dermot O'Leary?
Dermot O'Reilly.
Are they related?
No! Oh my God. Keep on track. Anyway, bottom line is drink your
Borderline.
booze while you
So
can,
do you
Michael.
agree?
I agree. He should, yeah,
Thank
a
you.
little ban on the drink. And particularly if people are getting abused on feckin' flights, like there needs to be
Yeah.
some sort of, and that would definitely help. But
No,
yeah, do you know what? I have
I
to
think
say,
it's a
I'm not
great
like,
thing.
I don't like drinking on a flight because I feel like the alcohol goes to your head much quicker than if you were on the ground.
But
So
it does. No, it's so true. It does. Of
yeah.
course. It's like a
So I'll,
whole. I know you. I mean, I don't drink alcohol, so I don't know. I don't know the feeling. I've never done it, but I remember with all the stories I'm hearing, when they're tipsy, they get so drunk really quickly and they go crazy. So I think I'm gonna sign the petition: 2 drinks per person from 11 a.m.
there you go, Michael. You've got Arthur on side. I don't know who else you need to get sorted, but listen, once he jumps on the wagon, you're sorted.
Wait, before we finish, what's next? When am I not gonna see you again?
Okay, let me look at the calendar. So yeah, no, I am literally.
Yeah, I can't believe how dare you. You just say you have to look at the calendar to see your friend. This. Oh, by the way, also your beautiful wife tried to organize your birthday dinner. I'm not there.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, do you
Sorry.
know what?
So
You're
no.
busy, I'm busy.
No. So okay, can we just? This is a podcast exclusive. It is my 40th birthday on the
Just
3rd of
16.
June,
Oh my
and
God, you're 40,
Sophie,
you're so old.
40 years old. So this is like it's a huge birthday part. It's like a huge birthday. It's a huge birthday. So my
Yeah.
40th birthday,
Mhm.
and Sophie texted Arthur and Brian to see if they were available to come to my big 40th birthday. And what did she get back? No. Sorry, we're not available. My
Do you know
40th.
who we're with?
My 40th birthday.
For your 40th birthday, we are with what are our other perfect friends who we see all the time.
Who?
Laura and Katya.
Blow-ins.
They're-
They're blow-ins. And you're only seeing them because they got a new radio show and you've to keep them on side. Katia and Laura, they're blow-ins. Like Katia and Laura, I love you guys, but listen,
no,
you're
no,
blow-ins in my world. I'm sorry.
We booked that 2-3 months ago, 6th of June.
What's the occasion?
6th of-
What's the occasion?
The occasion, just celebrate life and see each other.
So
because
you're saying no to my 40th birthday
quitting.
to just go on a little social occasion somewhere else.
Well, we booked this ages ago. I can't cancel. I'm not that rude. I wasn't raised like this.
Sometimes, Arthur, you need to. This is where life throws you decisions
Lemons.
to make, and you have to decide what's most important. So, listen, if a little social night out with Laura and Katia, isn't more important to you than coming to my 40th birthday party, that is fine. Listen,
Oh.
whatever, I will note it. I will remember it, and it will be brought up.
But wait a minute. Why did you book the table before even you discuss with everybody if they're free?
Did you not know it's the 3rd of June every year? My birthday
Yeah.
doesn't change.
But who was birthday before that, you little B-word? Me, 1st
Yeah.
of June.
Yeah.
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 And by the way, are you coming to your godchild's birthday?
Let me check the calendar.
You haven't even RSVP'd that.
What date is that again?
I'm going to shame you. I'm not telling you. I
It's
already told you a million times.
I'm probably in the diary. Hang on, you're deflecting here. You're deflecting.
I'm not deflating. Why have you not RSVP'd?
I have Baby Blue, 2 years of old, 20th of June, Saturday. So actually, I think I might have a bit. I'm actually going to be hanging out with Dermot Bannon and Dermot O'Leary that night. So I'm probably not going to be. I'm not sorry. I'm just not available. Like it's only a social thing. It's not like it's an important thing. But listen,
Well, you see, you don't do that to kids. You can do it to me, to my husband, but you don't do that to kids.
listen,
Because
Arthur.
Blue
It's May.
will never forget.
Stop deflecting. It's May 11th now. The birthday is on the 6th of June. The birthday party is on the 6th of June. I think, we should probably put up some sort of Instagram poll and see what people really think of the fact that you are saying no to my 40th birthday party.
Yeah, but I have you all my life. I can
I've
celebrate your
known
40th.
Brian since I was 18. I've known you. You're technically a blow-in too. And then I have Katia and Laura. Is this just because they have the radio show together now? That's the only
we
reason.
didn't even know they had a radio when we booked this. This was booked like early March. But also, we already organized a drink. So me and my husband organizing. We said to Sophia, we're going for drinks. We're all going to come together. Happy day.
Let's just see where this lands, in the public eye, because that's what I think. That's the only place you will be judged. And
Actually,
so listen,
public are amazing because they started me for BAFTAs. They were
I
the one. I had
I'm going to
15,000
stop you right there.
people.
To be perfectly honest, I think if Laura and Katia hear this, they will make a decision for you because they would never
No, Laura and
let you
Katia will
miss the
say, no, Laura and Katia will say, stick to the plan. We're going for dinner. And then we're going to go shit face for Donald's. Not
Wow.
only your birthday, my birthday. Who's celebrating my birthday then? On the
You never
6th, we're going to
celebrate your
say,
birthday. You didn't even celebrate your 40th birthday, which was about
we
12
were in
years ago.
lockdown.
12
That's evil.
12 years
Now
ago.
I'm going to get upset.
You're upset now. Okay. Anyway, listen, you have at least 3 weeks to get your act together, and I'll see you on the 6th of June for my 40th birthday. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning
Yeah,
in.
well, before you
It's been a
can, no,
great
don't say
week,
thank you. No,
and,
no, no. It's like a
we'll
group
chat
take back.
next week.
Can I bring Katia and Laura to your birthday?
No, because I've got like family and friends that are like people I've known for ages.
You don't have family and friends. Family doesn't see you. They see you all the time. Your friends are different countries now.
Listen, Arthur, you have a couple of weeks to decide what you finally do on the 6th of June. However, before then, we have a few more podcasts to record. So thank you again for tuning in to yet another Let's Do This podcast. Who knows what may happen after the 6th of June, whether we continue or not, we just don't know. But either way, hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. And Arthur, anything you'd like to add?
I love you guys. Let's do this. Love you, Donal.
Bye.